The belt marks were still visible on her legs. She didn't cry when she showed them to me. She just stood there, silent, eyes dull. "I didn't want to clean his toilet," she whispered. "My cousin, he made a mess on purpose." Then, Mom laughed. My wife, she laughed. I was halfway through fixing the upstairs sink when she said it. No warning, no tears, just fact. Like telling me the weather. And then, she said, he's the king of the house now, a boy, 7, and I was the maid. My hands tightened around the wrench. The metal groaned, but I didn't. Emotion is a luxury for the innocent. I kissed her forehead, gently, then told her to go play. She hesitated, looked at me, wide-eyed, reading something in my face I didn't know I was showing. She nodded. She didn't smile, neither did I. There was a time I thought love would hold the house together. Now, I see, it only hides the rot. I watched them from the doorway that night. My wife and her sister on the couch, wine glasses in hand, laughter echoing like knives across tile. The boy sat on the carpet, shoes still on, chips spilled under him. My daughter stood to the side, holding a broom, not playing, serving. And they joked about royalty. "Little king has his servants," her sister laughed. And my wife, she toasted to it. The betrayal didn't come with screaming. It didn't need to. It came with silence. With that soft, maternal smile she gave the boy. A smile she never gave my daughter. That night, I laid beside her in bed. I didn't touch her, but I didn't sleep either. My mind stayed awake, filing memories, watching the gaps line up. And I remembered. The way she recoiled when our daughter was born. The way she doted on her sister's boy like blood. She'd never wanted a girl, not with me. I started small, quiet. A toothbrush swab from my daughter. Hair from the boy's brush. I used the lab at the university, quietly, anonymously. 2 weeks. In the meantime, I listened, watched. Every time my daughter flinched when the belt came off its hook. Every time she asked permission to sit, to eat. And they smiled through it all. "Respect must be taught," her sister once said, as if brutality were discipline. My wife didn't argue. She nodded, like she'd rehearsed it. I checked her phone when she slept. Texts from her sister. "Keep training her. She needs to be broken. She's not his child. Remember that." His? Not mine? I read that line a dozen times. Each time something inside me went quiet. Not broken, just quiet. The results came on a Tuesday, sealed, clinical, cold. I read them at the kitchen table. My daughter was at school. The boy was watching cartoons. My wife was in the shower. The boy wasn't my blood. The girl was. I stared at the paper. Not in shock, no. That emotion had died weeks ago. Just calculation now. She had given birth to my daughter, and raised her like a burden, and spoiled her sister's bastard like royalty. She stepped out of the bathroom in a towel. I handed her the envelope. Didn't say a word. She opened it. Eyes flicked side to side, lips parted. Then, nothing. She looked at me, but I wasn't looking at her. I was already watching the boy. He looked back at me, and smiled. The first real smile in weeks. Enjoy the throne while it lasts. I slid the DNA reports across the table. They read in silence. Her sister paled. My wife froze. I turned to my daughter, kneeled, took her hand. "You're leaving with me tonight," I said. She looked up at me, tears forming, but no. I said it calm, final. This kingdom's burning. I took only what mattered, my daughter and the truth. They tried to call, apologize, explain, but I blocked every number, burned every bridge, and built no graves. I didn't need their remorse. I saw it all now, through glass. She never loved me, not really. She loved the image, the mask, the lie. I'd built a home for truth. She filled it with fiction, and when fiction rules, truth becomes the threat. They beat my daughter to teach her place. I taught them consequence. She doesn't flinch now. She laughs again. She's healing. And me? I don't feel regret. I feel clean. I used to wonder what it would take to break me. Now I know. You can't break what's already sharpened. You only cut yourself on it. And they're still bleeding.